Bro, we haven't been here in a minute. I'm at my parents' house. They're gone. They're in Greece, but or whatever, some place in Europe. I'm just here because I actually for work. I had to do something for work. But I'm at my parents' house. I haven't been. I don't think I've been here or made a video here since the one with my sister when we sat at this table. Anyways, real quick. So I got here, right, and I just started snooping around because, first of all, I wrote my dad a letter a couple Christmases ago, and I wanted to find it to see if he kept it. I couldn't find it. Secondly, my parents were telling me, they're like the will box. It's in our closet, so I wanted to go look at that, right? And then I forgot while looking for that. Oops, sorry. I forgot while looking for that there's other boxes in their closet. They have two boxes. One is my father's. One is my mother's. My father's box has like shit from his father, like letters from his father before his father passed away, birth certificates, like all that type of stuff. A lot of historical stuff in there. And then I found in my dad's box is a diary from my mom. My mom had cancer when I was first born. I was born in November. My mom got diagnosed with breast cancer in March, so I was only a couple months old. And so I can't really read cursive too well, and the handwriting wasn't the best. So I was trying to read it. It was just her daily like notes of like going to appointments and all that type of stuff, and just fear. And I was doing all right. And then I didn't know my mom had a box too, so I opened this box like thinking that it was the box with their will in it, and like all the will things related to their will. And it's my mom's box. And for you, I'm not gonna go into it. I think one day I'll tell like the full story of what actually happened. But I just had a very traumatic, starting from 14. So what happened was, when I was 14, my papa, my mother's father, he had a hemorrhagic stroke, and he was 80 something at the time, like 82. Hemorrhagic stroke in the shower, and he fell down, and my cousin found him. And at that age, you're not supposed to live past 30 days, right? He lived for 2 years. He even got off a ventilator. And however, during one of the visits, one of the early, like when he was after he had a stroke, one of the hospital visits, while visiting, my grandmother had a stroke, his wife. And she actually got better, and she was able to talk again. And she got out of the hospital, only to have, and then I believe it was on the way out or something like that. She had a lot of this is blocked out because it was fucking fucked. I mean, it was fucked up. She had on a way out or like, when she was leaving the hospital, whatever, she had a far more severe stroke. And so from when I was 14 to 16, they were both in the hospital. It's separated. They were separated from each other due to the individual needs. And my papa got off the ventilator, and I remember I was there when we finally got to like get them to be with each other. We brought my grandmother in, and hold on, I don't know, yeah. So that happened, and meanwhile, my aunt was and her son, my cousin, were living at my grandparents' house as they were both in the hospital. They were living there because my aunt and my cousin, my aunt's husband like committed suicide, like, so he and then she just kind of like slowly, ever since then she just kind of went downwards, right? And so she was they were in the house, and I mean, that's why they were staying at my grandparents' house. That's why my cousin found my papa in the shower, because he heard a loud bang, right? So anyways, so while they're in the hospital, they're still at the house because they don't have a house anymore themselves. They were very impoverished. And then, so my grandmother passes away, right? We all thought my papa was gonna pass away first because he was just, they couldn't. I'm gonna tell the full story one day, but my sister can tell it better. But it was like he's a miracle of God. Like I forgot what they said, what the doctor said, but they were just like, this is just impossible. Like an 82-year-old that had a hemorrhagic stroke should have died after 30 days, and he's tanking for 2 years, and he he had infection after infection. He just kept getting better. He was just holding on, you know. And when my grandma passed, my mom told him, and his first words were, "I'm crying, but my eyes don't work." I didn't know that, but in this box, I saw my mother's eulogy, and I read it. Because during the funerals, we had, anyways, let me keep going. And so my papa kept holding on, and then my aunt, like a week after my grandma passed away, my cousin, who found my aunt sitting in her room, like in my grandparents' house, like in a chair, dead, with bottles of wine everywhere, all like stacked under the bed. She just killed herself. Like, she just drank herself to death. Which was, we just didn't, I mean, it just came out of nowhere. So then we told my papa, and then he died. So in 2 weeks we had 3 funerals, but my papa, and my aunt had the same funeral. So we had 3 deaths in 2 weeks. My mom was destroyed. My mom was absolute, I mean, it was horrendous. So anyways, that's kind of the brief overview. It was a lot worse than that, but that's a brief overview. And so I'm looking through this box, and mind you, I don't have any like photos of my papa. I don't have like nothing. And it's just, I'm looking through this, and I see the eulogy, and then I see they're all, at one point because also my aunt, another one of my mother's sisters, passed away last year, right? So I'm in this box, and I'm holding 4 death certificates in my hand. And I'm like, dude, this whole time I'm just freaking bawling, obviously. I'm just bawling my fucking eyes out because, everyone's dead. Like, my family is really just me. Like, our nuclear family, that's all that's left. And my nana, my dad's mom. Just the 5 of us. We used to have these massive family gatherings with, 10, 20 plus people. Everybody's dead. It's just, and I don't like to, I kind of avoid this trauma because it's the start of everything. It's the start of everything that is me and all the reasons I want to fucking end my life, right? Like, it's just bad, right? And so I'm looking at this. I see pictures of them. I'm finding their old IDs. I'm seeing that their death certificates, like their social security, their everything, notes, letters, like in this box. Their watches, old watches, shit that I didn't even know my mom kept, right? But I don't know. So then I put that away. It's just, I'm like I was spazzing out, dude. I was like wailing, So I put that away. I then find the actual will box, my parents' will box. They have a whole massive box with it's filed up. It's all organized based off of like auto insurance, mortgage, personal things, child things. And I open up for the children's, like the children's section, which is me and my sister. And I'm just seeing like these notes that they've kept of us in my composition notebook from when I was like 9 and 10. And all these notes are literally just saying like saying how I have the best, me and my sister talking about how we have the best parents ever and all this stuff. And I'm still I'm freaking the fuck out. Because I have so much anger towards my father. And yeah, at this point in time, I loved him so much, right? And I can guarantee you, he wishes we can go back to that time, and he probably feels so isolated. I feel like such a terrible son, right? And I'm like going through their will, and like I'm looking through everything. I shouldn't be, right? Because I feel like that's bad luck, but I don't know, man. It was just like old drawings, like stuff that I didn't even know about, pictures of me. These little just letters, like little cards that I would write my mother and things like that, like what my sister would write my mom, and those things you wouldn't even think about, right? And then I get to their personal stuff, where it's like a lot of my mom's she kept all of her doctor's visits, like all of the lab tests and everything from when she had cancer. So I just sat here and cried. I've been just crying for so long. I don't know, man. It's tough, man. It's like, it's tough. It's tough, man. I don't know if I look forward to being a parent because I don't know. It's like, what if I do everything I can and I do the best I can and my children don't want to talk to me? My children don't speak to me anymore. After all of this, after all these letters, after all these notes, after all these memories of being with my children, and now when they're in their 20s, they have no desire to speak to me. And this thing that I pour so much love into hates me. I don't know. I miss my papa though. I wish I was old enough to like see him as a person rather than my papa. Because I bet he has really cool stories to tell. I mean, he went through World War II. He lived through the Great Depression, through World War II, through Vietnam. Like, he did he's been through so much, you know. I wish I was old enough to like, I wish I was my age now and he was still alive so I could have more deep conversations with him, you know. And get to know him as a person. Same with my grandmother. And my grandpa. And my aunt and everyone, you know. I don't know. But guys, girls, gays, queer, they, them, these are any all. Everyone, and I'll catch you guys. Have a beautiful Thursday night. The Vikings are trash.